Hey everyone, I'm Martin.
And I'm Shelley.
And we are doing a Sunday morning series on making every day count. And part of what we're doing here is getting ready to start building our house, which is going to be down by the cabin. We're sitting here at the cabin right now. Right. And just wanted to get you up to date on what we were doing. We started 3 years ago, almost exactly 3 years ago, with a piece of raw land, and we have been developing it out. And actually, I did a video of the first 4 months when we were clearing, building road, and starting this cabin right here. And I'll put a link to that right up here in the corner of the video here, so if you want to see what that looked like when we were first getting started. But now, Shelley has been informing me all along that we need something bigger than our 400 square foot cabin, and I agree. I really do.
Trust me.
Yeah, and so to give you a little bit of an idea of what we're doing, we're going to be digging in the foundation, try to get the foundation all completely in yet this fall. Of course, if it's like everything else, who knows? So the first part of that's going to be kind of the high priority part is going to be
the outdoor kitchen. I'll tell you, ladies and men, this is going to be something fun, because I've been wanting an outdoor kitchen for a long time, and underneath it is something very good.
It's our bomb shelter.
It's a root cellar / tornado shelter / storage for food.
Yep.
We got to have something.
Yeah, and it's not going to be just really an outdoor kitchen. It will be a summer kitchen. It will be enclosed, so we're not going to have bugs and birds and things like that in there. No. But it'll have a lot of opening screens because we've been doing our canning in here, and it gets pretty warm and uncomfortable in here when we have 4 burners on the stove going at once.
Yeah, this
for like 5 hours straight. So
we can get the breeze going, and
it'll be much bigger too, and it'll be dedicated pretty much to doing big stuff like that, like the canning and the food preservation and all of that, or cooking a big breakfast for when all the family shows up down here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're going to like that. They were always saying they need extra tables.
Yeah, so here's what's going to happen. This week, we kind of finished the stuff between the cabin and the greenhouse or garden area last week. This week we're going to focus on getting our water main run from the cabin extended out a little bit farther to another hydrant, and a shut off to where the house is going to be. I've got lines to bury down that go to the pump on the septic system, which is down the hill a little ways, that we've got to bury electrical lines. So there's going to be a lot of things. Oh, and we're going to have to cut down a couple of trees that are up against the cabin. Yeah. Part of the reason why we had to go get the chainsaw fixed last week. So anyway, a lot is going to happen this week, getting us another step closer to getting ready to start building the house down here.
Yep.
So if you've got the dream of doing all of that kind of stuff yourself, stick with us, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go with us on this ride, this journey.
Hey, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I think.
It's going to be work, but it'll be fun.
It'll be work. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I like to create things, so it's creating something.
So anyway, like, subscribe, and we're ready to get going.
See you later.
So here we are, Monday. We're getting ready to start on clearing up this area down here beside the cabin. And if you look down here, we've got a coil of pipe coming up out of the ground, and that's the tail end of the water line as it comes down the hill. And we're going to extend that water line down here just a little bit, put in this manhole down here where the water shut off for the house, and then also a spin off to go to a water hydrant that's going to be over there. And there's 3 trees right here next to the cabin that are going to have to come down. And I really need to get those trees down before we put all of this stuff in here, so that when we remove these trees, we don't end up crushing, you know, all of this stuff that we're putting up here. So the tree is going to come down first, and I need to move. We got a smoker there, and I've got a table saw buried under here. So we got to move a lot of this stuff out of the way this morning. So that's what we're going to start with.
This tree is leaning towards the cabin, so we got a tie, and I'm going to be driving the tractor, avoiding it hitting the cabin.
That's what we were dealing with that tree. There wasn't much left here.
It's 100 degrees outside, so what do? We go inside and work on our grapes.
Is it working? Look at the candy, the red one down.
Oh.
There's a candy in here too.
Yeah, so what we're cubing, zucchini with a Idalia chop wizard. Look who we got helping.
Hello?
Hello, look at the camera and say hello.
Hello?
Say, are you having fun?
You're having fun eating.
What are these? What are these?
Zucchinis.
Cukinis? Okay, yep. That's what they
I
are.
got my little helper here. She wants to help me turn the seeds out of the grapes and get the juice. So here we go.
I like it. I like to put some juice in there. I like to put some juice in there. I like to put some juice in there and try it.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
It's gotta go this way, other way, other way. There you go. No, it's squeezing.
Need to rinse it? Okay, here you go. Rinse the thing off. No, don't rinse that off. Rinse that off. Rinse it off.
Okay, today is Thursday. Yesterday, Shelley was off watching the grandkids, and And I was busy taking care of some bills and paperwork and running around some errands around here. So we really didn't do anything down here on the property. And I know that we've got a lot to do. Today, we're going to start putting in the water that's going to go to the house. And it's going to go down to a hydrant, a new hydrant that we're going to be putting in. I'm out here on the back deck. And so the cabin is here. Our solar equipment plant is in that building up there. And right out in here is where the house is going to be. It's about 6:30 in the morning, so it's barely sunrise. And we're going to have to be taking down a few more trees out there. But today, if you look down, I don't know if you can see it with this camera or not, but right down there on the ground is a coil of pipe that comes up out of the ground. And we're going to extend that down to about, oh, I don't know, somewhere in here, where this manhole is going to go down there, which will have some water shutoffs. One to go over to where the house is going to be, and the other one over here to where the hydrant is going to be closer to the deck. So anyway, stick with us. That's what we're going to be working on today. My goal is to get that water line completely done today, and be done of that. That's been sitting out above ground that we've had to wrap it in heat tape to keep it from freezing for the last 2 years, but we're going to finish it up today. So another thing that we've got going down here early this morning is the freeze dryer is full and it's ready to be emptied out and packaged up. And right now I'm starting to warm the trays on it. We've got it full of zucchini, which most of it is cubed up into small cubes so that we can process it into other kind of foods and meals and recipes and things like that later on down the road. High hopes this morning of having some water lines dug in, but I could not find some of my tools, and I think I loaned them out and didn't get them back. So I spent a day or an hour looking for some plumbing tools that I didn't have. Ended up going to the plumbing shop to get another one, and then on the way back ran across a young lady that had driven off into the ditch, so we stopped and pulled her car out of the ditch. And just happened to have a log chain in the back of my Jeep. And got back down here and decided now we got rain coming in on us in about 15 minutes. So I guess it's probably a better thing that I didn't start anyway. So let's go in and see what Shelley's up to. So what were these basil plants up there doing?
They were overpopulating. I had too many of them, so I just gotta grab them and freeze dry them, and this whole bowl was completely full. And there's two varieties. I think this is the sweet one and this is the regular one. Sometimes I have to taste them. And I've had taste.
Oh, and the grapes that we got the other day. We've juiced them down and we got to do something with them too.
Yeah. I think grape jelly is going to be on the menu too.
All right, here we go again. It's Friday. Got all my tools this time. The weather looks like it's going to cooperate. So we are going to start working on burying this line. Well, just like always, I noticed one more thing that had to be done. I noticed that I've got a loose tooth on the backhoe. So I lost a bolt somewhere along the line, so I'm putting another one in. This is one of those things you'll learn somewhere along the way, if you haven't learned it already, is when you lose a bolt like that, or almost anything that you're doing, don't just go buy one bolt. You know, buy 5 or 10 of them, because sooner or later you're going to need another one just like it. And that's the case. I've still got 3 now up there from the last time I had to replace the tooth here. So this is what we're up against. When we brought the water in from up the hill a ways to the cabin, I extended the water line past the cabin a little ways, and this is where it came in. So right now we're trying to extend this line out a little farther, and so that we can feed the house and another water hydrant down here. So that's what we're after. I've got it deep enough. I mean, I've got actually plenty deep enough. Down here, a foot deep is deep enough to keep from freezing, and we're probably about 1.5 feet where the pipe comes through, and then about 2 feet back here where I'm standing. So the manhole is over there, and I'll show you what's going down inside of there. This will be the incoming line. We've got 1-inch PEX CTS coming in here, and the term CTS means copper tubing size, which is a little heavier PEX from what I understand. Kind of meant to go underground. So we're going to be going from a 1-inch CTS down to 3/4. 3/4 is going to go into this this T right here, and again, this is a CTS T where you have I don't know if you can see them or not, but there's ridges, teeth that clamp into it. So you tighten it down here, then you clamp it down there, and you get a good absolute watertight fit on the underground pipes, and then it'll be going out here to the house. Right now I'm going to put in a plugged end that I'll be able to cut and put a shut-off valve when I extend it off to the house at some point. And then over on this side is the adapter that will go to the hydrant that we're going to put down here, the outdoor hydrant. And inside each of these CST or CTS PEX ends that goes into these big fittings here is a sleeve that keeps the PEX from being crushed. So anyway, I'm going to put all this together right now, and then we're going to set it all up down in the manhole.
5 bags of zucchini, 1 cup each. I'll be freezing them in the freezer next. I think they work really good, and it's good. I had a friend tell us that if your beets are too in the ground too long, that they turn real hard and pulpy. So I'm going to put this beet today in my really quick steamer here and see if it is pulpy or good.
So what are we doing here?
Well, I just got done cooking something. This is one of our favorite breakfast specialties. It's a zucchini frittata.
All right, go ahead and scoop it out. Scoop one out.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go around here first.
All right, everybody. So what you need to do is you need to make a comment down below if you want Shelley to show you the recipe of this.
Of course, I left some here.
Okay, she demanded that I show what it looks like when it's done. And they really do taste good. They're amazing. Isn't that right?
Very good, yes.
Well, we made it to Saturday morning. This is the end of week number 149 down here on the property. And if you see some smoke coming up, it's because we're trying to nurse a little campfire together here up in the garden. This is one of the campfire trail campfire pits. And it's been a busy week. I mean, we got a lot of things done. There was a couple of days that weren't too productive, but yesterday was a big day.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
We decided that we had a lot of things from the garden that we needed to take care of. So one of the first things we did is we made grape jelly.
Or canned grape juice.
Yeah.
That was a failure. We're going to have to work on that one again.
We're going to have to go ahead and redo it.
You have to speak up a little bit when you're talking,
Okay.
Asher. So yeah, we got the water line extended. That was the main goal for this week, was getting the water line extended down there so we can start getting ready to do the house and to build the house. And that got done, and that was good. It's been a really hot week, but today is
It is nice.
beautiful out here. It's only supposed to be in the mid 70s, and tomorrow's supposed to be in the low 70s. So
Yeah.
So I was thinking, tell me what you think. We've been struggling to stay ahead of the garden produce and the canning and the preserving and the freeze drying and all of that. I was going to go out there and kind of grade down that area in the dirt where we were working yesterday.
Uh-huh.
But I wonder if being nice and cool, we can open up the windows in the house and just get caught up on all the canning stuff. You want to do that instead?
Sure. We have canning to do with the beans.
Yeah, we've got water bath and pressure canning that needs to be done.
Yeah. And yesterday we did some bread and butter pickles.
Lots of them.
Lots of them.
The
So
pickles
I think we're done.
I think the pickles need to slow down.
I think we're done with the pickles, but my mom gave me a relish recipe that is just so good. I keep telling him I want to make more.
I keep thinking, what are we going to eat it on?
Oh man, I love to eat it on my hot dogs. Nothing, no mustard or nothing, just that relish, because it's so good.
So I think what we're going to do is we're probably not going to film a lot of that because you've seen a lot of that,
Yeah.
and there's no point. So, but we're going to go ahead and kind of clean up around the garden here a little bit and get the last few things down there. And I think we're going to spend the day down there doing that and watch for the rain that they're talking about coming in. I'd be okay with a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
So anyway, we started talking about, and I think we'll talk about this more, but this week we kind of started talking about on some of our other videos the importance of self-sufficiency or building up a life of self-sufficiency. And I think we're going to dig into that a little bit more this coming week. So what do you think? A lot of people seem to like that on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
I think really with the economy and the weird things that are going on in our country, people need to be a little bit more self-sufficient.
yeah,
And I think it really will help them financially.
yeah. We're sort of the, us normal people are kind of the bottom of the food chain when it comes to the economy and the forces of the economy. So, we got to figure out every way we possibly can to kind of fight back with that. So we'll be getting into a little bit more of that this week. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this week's video, comment below anything, questions, comments, anything. And then, or if you want Shelley's recipe for her mom's relish. That's what it is.
Relish.
It's pickle relish. Comment down below and we'll see if we can get her to make a video on that.
Yeah, I can probably make a video of the relish.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you could, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and a share, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. See you next time.